Hi again, everybody. So this week we are going to be finishing up the back half of Chapter 3. We moved through this one pretty quickly here, and what we're getting in this week's stuff is a lot of focus on conditional type things, where in 3.4 we have work with truth tables for the conditional and biconditional statements. So a lot of the same sort of stuff we got in the last section, just now with more arrows and the word if, I suppose. I don't know. It's not actually going to be all that different from what we saw before, just with different flavors to match the different kind of compound statement. Then in 3.5, we're looking at what are called equivalent statements, as well as the ways we can change a conditional. So for equivalent statements, we're just going to get the idea that that's a statement that has the same truth value, but is presented in a different way. And then for the variations, we're looking at things in terms of converses, inverses, and contrapositives, and how each of those changes might change the truth value of a conditional statement. And then finally at the end there for section 3.6, we are going to be finishing off here with things in terms of negations of conditional statements, as well as finally getting to properly define De Morgan's laws for symbolic logic, where that second one, like I said before, should be pretty familiar based on what we saw with set theory. And then for negating conditionals, there's just some special cases there in terms of what a conditional happens to be equivalent to and how that fits with the pattern provided by De Morgan's laws. Then from there, we have a worksheet in here to get some more practice with these things because they are pretty picky problems. They take a lot of practice to get these ones down. They're not maybe as clear. Clear is maybe stretching it, but they're a little bit more subtle, I guess, than what we had with conjunctions and disjunctions, so take your time in there. We also have some deadlines for MyLab, where in particular we are finishing Chapter 3 this week, so next Wednesday is all of Chapter 3, including the extra credit and quizzes. And then we have a pre-assessment for Week 7, geez, it's moving pretty quick, where Week 7 is going to be our second exam. So there's not going to be a whole lot in that week as far as new material goes, but we are going to be getting our second big test of the semester, looking at the stuff from Chapter 3. So let's jump in here and think about some of these more conditioned things as we head towards that exam.